Hi, it's Claire from Cluesy. Thank you so much for joining into my frequency today. So this is the first video of 2022 and I know you've seen some posts around New Year's resolutions, which of course are just a January to-do list normally. But I just wanted to sort of recap. We've had, it's Walk Your Dog month. So we're getting our body a little bit more active and we're using the dog as an excuse to get a bit more out and about. Then it was Love Your Liver month because if you're anything like me, you're probably overindulged over the Christmas New Year period. So, it's really time to nurture the liver and the rest of your body to sort of get back on track for the year. And then we had the Wheel of Life. So we use the Wheel of Life here at Cluesy to really look at where we are and where we would rather be, and then we really do focus on those parts of life that are lacking or the ones that we want more of. So for example, we wanted to spend more time with CJ now that everybody's back at work and he started childcare a couple of days. It's really, really super important to us that we make sure that family time is a priority. So we have a non-negotiable family day. Susie has a non-negotiable day where she's with CJ. I have a non-negotiable day where I'm with CJ, and then we have a non-negotiable day where we are together as a family. So that was super important to us. So we prioritize our year around that, and also having family holidays. And so there's also a part in the Wheel of Life that's the intellectual part. So, yes, we have a physical body we really need to take care of, but we can't forget our mental body as well. So, we are emotional, physical, spiritual beings. So, working on our brain function is just as important as walking the dog, working out, looking after our physical. So what can we do this month? Well, it happens to be puzzle month. So, maybe get yourself out a jigsaw, or I like to do logic puzzles, where they give you a clue and you've got to fill out the grid and figure out, which one had the green car with the yellow wheels that went at 50 kilometers an hour, whatever. I like those puzzles. People might think I'm a bit weird. Susie likes crosswords. People like doing jigsaws. Just anything really, preferably not sitting on your screen computer games, because as we know that interferes with how your neurotransmitters are functioning, so therefore can have a detrimental effect on your brain. So if you can, do games or puzzles that aren't on a screen, like pen and paper or things like that. Play a game called, even games like Scattergories, really get you to think quick. There's also games, there's heaps of games, heaps of board games. If you would look in our cupboard, we've got a whole double bedroom cupboard full of games, and we like to play games. But if you're a solo person, you can play puzzles, even a simple game of patience. Just to help keep the brain active, and just doing little simple things like cross-crawling. If you don't know what that is, I'll stand up, you won't be able to see my face, but you're basically just doing this for about 30 seconds a day. It just gets your hemispheres aligned and both sides of the brain functioning. So they're just some little tips that you can do to keep your brain active. Learn a language. Every year I learn a little bit more Spanish than I knew the year before. So hopefully one day I'll be able to have a conversation with CJ, because most of you probably know he's learning Spanish from birth. So he'll be bilingual, so maybe we can be a bilingual house. But yeah, I learn a little bit of Spanish. I often read, and then I do puzzles. So do what you can to keep your brain active, but it also ties in with keeping your liver active, because lots of heavy metals interfere with your brain. So let's work on keeping our physical and our mental, and then one day we'll talk about our spiritual side to keep all of us in good health. All right, well, you enjoy the rest of your January. Hope you're still enjoying some holiday time. If not, hope work isn't too heavy, and we will catch up next week. Have a great week. Thanks for tuning in.